The Tuckman model is, without a doubt, one of the best known and one of the very best models for understanding the development of teams. So in this video, I want to extend it to think about team leadership and what we can learn from the Tuckman model of group development that will help us to hone our leadership style as our teams develop. In the forming stage of a group's life cycle, people don't know each other, they want to get on and they want to contribute. They want to make a positive difference and they are a little hesitant to engage socially with their colleagues. Therefore, your role as team leader in this early stage of the group's development has to be to get the team working. You need to focus on giving clear, precise instructions about what each person can do. This will allow your budding team members to get to know each other through doing something important. Each person feels valuable because they can contribute, and people will respect your leadership because you are the one person there who really knows what the team is supposed to be doing and can allocate useful, meaningful work to each member of the team. In Tuckman's second stage, the storming stage, the team has started to get to know one another and therefore they will feel more confident socially and their personalities will start to come out. What you'll see is some of the more assertive members of the team jostling for influence over their colleagues and over you. This can manifest itself in some dysfunctional behaviours. So as well as keeping the team busy and maintaining a stream of clear instructions so that people know what's expected of them, you also need to manage the relationships between yourself and the various team members. You need to make sure that the less confident, less assertive team members can feel secure in the work they are doing and in the relationships they're building. You also need to assert your leadership confidently in the face of some assertive team members wanting to second guess what it is you're doing and how you're going about your business. Indeed, there may be one or two team members who feel that they ought to be in charge rather than you, because being the team leader doesn't necessarily mean that you are naturally the most assertive personality. So in the storming phase, you need to balance the inputs you make as a team leader between the relationship side of the team's concerns and its task side. You need to be clear and explicit about what you're expecting people to do, but you also need to support the team in forming good relationships. In the norming stage, people are starting to know what to do and how to do their job. So you need to reduce the amount of instruction that you're giving them. Because if you tell me what to do and I already know what to do, then I either feel you don't have confidence in me, or you don't know what I'm doing, or you're just a bit of a busybody and a bossy person. None of those characteristics are ones that we associate with good leadership. Once people start to know what it is that they're expected to do and how to do it, then start to let them get on with their job. However, in focusing on their job, people are starting to pull away from the natural social relationship forming. So your role in the norming stage is very much one about building useful relationships among colleagues. If there's one person in the team who is struggling with something, then introduce them to somebody else in the team who may be able to help because they have more expertise. And if somebody is finding that there is too much work for them to do, then perhaps invite a colleague over and ask them to help out. By creating these social bonds, you are setting up the basis for a team who know one another and can start to collaborate and care for one another. the characteristics that we see in a performing stage team. And in the performing stage, because people do know one another, they know how each other person in the team reacts, they've started to understand their personalities, their strengths, their weaknesses, and each member of the team knows what their job is and has a good appreciation for the important tasks that you set the team as a whole, they can also get on with their work efficiently. So they don't need you to be busy with telling them what to do. And they don't need you to be busy helping to maintain relationships and communication. In fact, what they do need of you is a light touch on the rudder, giving them a gentle steer here and a gentle steer there, but not interfering and getting in the way of them doing their work. Your leadership role during the performing stage of the Tuckman group life cycle is very much a subtle one. Of course, as the team transforms, when new members join, when people leave, when there are new tasks to do, you need to re-exert your leadership. You need to diagnose the extent to which you need to input instruction and clarity, and the extent to which you need to assert some measure of relationship building interventions. And of course, when it comes time for the team to go its separate ways and we reach the adjourning or mourning stage of the Tuckman life cycle, you need to lead that process. You need to be very clear about building an opportunity for the team to celebrate what it's achieved and its time together, and to recognize what it is that they'll be missing as they go their separate ways. It's important to have those rituals, and you as a leader are there to lead them. So the Tuckman group life cycle model is a fantastic way, not just of understanding how groups evolve and predicting what will happen as they move from a group to a team, but it is also a brilliant way to assess the leadership style that you can best apply to get the very best from your team as their leader. Please do give a thumbs up if you like this video. There's loads more great management courses content to come, so please do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of it. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.